Hello, today is a very exciting day. We have the Royal Dragon Court books that I'd like to show everybody. This came in the post. This is The Dragon Legacy by Nicholas de Vere. Dragon Publishing Versions, Special Edition. And yeah, I tried to make it as much like Dad's one as I possibly could, but I did kind of not like the previous cover. It was very 90s cover, so I tried to make the back as similar as I could, with just a few little differences on there, and it also tells you about our best-selling books. Inside, it's pretty similar. I've just added an editor's note, and these little bits, even though it doesn't look like it, they are right in the middle. Everything's been measured out. It's because of the binding. So yeah, the binding takes off a couple of centimeters, I guess. But yeah, there's a little editor's dedication, tribute to Father. It is a robust book. Robust. It deserves to be a robust book. So a lovely little tribute to my father. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I mean, look at that. It's brilliant. It really is. I'm so pleased with that. So I did this for Dad to celebrate the anniversary of his death. I know that sounds funny, but once you have quite a few dead people in your life, you learn not to mourn them so much. There's only so many tears you can shed, but you look at their life as a celebration and all of their achievements and the legacy that they left behind. This is really important to me because this is the 4th book that I have published since September. I used to run away from this book. I was never too keen on it or too sure of it. And now, having gone through it a million times, throwing my laptop across the bloody book. Yeah, I've grown very fond of it. So for it to be my 4th book, wonderful. The other books. So the other books that we have is the very first book that I published, The Royal Dragon Court Inbred Britain by Abby de Vere, Dragon Bloodlines. This is the Ingram one. And just gives you a little bit of a blurb there about what the book's about. Inside the book, it's got all about your DNA, the different people that I'm related to, like Robert the Bruce, Rollo the Viking, Scottish ancestry, gypsies as well. I've got massive gypsy families. And I guess if you think about it, it comes from the Scythians, doesn't it? The migrating Scythians. How to start your DNA. A starter's guide for your DNA. It's got all of the haplogroups that we're related to. It's a bit of a robust book. Over 400 citations. 420 pages. That was my first book. My second book was for Dad. The original manuscript that started it all off. Transylvania to Tunbridge Wells. Got a lovely picture of Dad in there. And then this is a sleeve, so you can see it's a cloth cover. Beautiful. It is stunning. It's like a silvery grey cloth cover. And I have these as mats. I like the matte feel and texture, and it really does bring up the different colours there. It looks like there's somebody in that castle. And then the back bit, which is a little blurb for Dad with his big cheeky grin, and a review there from somebody on Amazon. Fantastic. Then my third book was A Story of a Thousand Faces. This is a KDP one. This book was something that's been niggling at me for quite some time, about the many different archetypes, the stories that we're told about, but really at the bottom of it they have the same sort of motivation. It's like the many different Jesuses, the many different Arthurs, the many different dragons, the giants. Yeah, all of the stories that we're told are legends. Beauty and the Beast, you know, the virgin archetype, the Virgin Mother, the mother that gives birth to a beast, Sleeping Beauty, all of those sorts of things. And yeah, I think in the next book I go on about this a little bit more, but then I discuss the hidden illusions of the masks of illusion. I was going to call it that, but then I found out that somebody else had come up with a pretty similar concept, and I didn't want to ruffle his feathers, so I kept my section of that but to a minimum, and thought, if that's what he wants to do, then let him do it, and let him bask in his own glory, because we share the same views. But yeah, I didn't want to steal his thunder, so to speak. So yeah, my next book that is coming out is The Forgotten Royals of the USA. It follows the journey of a client that I did some research for, and his ancestral genealogical trail from now in 2026 back to the year 700. Yeah, all will be revealed in that book. It turns out that we are cousins twice over, so it brings me back to Inbred Britain, how we're all related to each other, the different the stories of the colonization of the United States, the different trades, you know, like timber trade, the tobacco trade, and all of those specific trades that made the United States, well, the infrastructure of it. It goes on a little bit about the Quakers, and yeah, then it dives into some royalty as well. So I'm not going to give too much away with that one, because I think I've put a name preface in the beginning of it, and then if people want to have a look at the preface, you can have a look at the first couple of pages, and if you see a name in there that you're related to, then it might be the book for you. So yeah, 4 books by Dragon Publishing. We'll have to put that one there. Let's get Dad's one there. 4 books by Dragon Publishing since September. A very, very proud moment. My dad would be in awe of me. He would probably be like, well, why didn't I just go to you in the first place? Because I wasn't this good then, Dad. So yeah, there will be more to come. Royal Dragon Court has been running for over 30 years. We have more than 5 books in publish. The Dragon Seed's going to be coming out. I'm going to get some in hardback covers, do some really nice special editions for you. So yeah, by the end of this year, I'm going to have more than 11 books under Dragon Publishing, and we're going to keep going. So here's to another 30 years of the Royal Dragon Court.